it live at 5. Welcome to Dissect.
Well.
Another episode of Dissect. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to Dissect, another episode on TDN TV, and of course, Alan's Therapy page on YouTube. And wherever you are connected to us tonight, we have with us a special guest, and he goes by the name of Challenger.
Well, good evening to everybody. Apparently, Novelist didn't want to introduce me tonight, so I'll introduce myself. Of course, this is your boy, the CEO, and of course, again, like he said, is this is another episode of Dissect. Yeah, man. So, like he said, we have a special guest, and as usual, we have to preempt the guest. So we start off to preempt the guest like this, right?
You know this. My time.
Mr. Challenger. Scrappy the rhythm god.
Hey. Plenty drinking, yeah, me start. Plenty whining, yeah, me start. Plenty ladies, yeah, me start. Masqueraders, yeah, me start.
Like he said,
yeah, me start.
We got the man, Mr. Challenger, in the building.
Ticket book for carnival, left Brooklyn for carnival, going home for carnival. We coming from the cold. Oh, we miss the carnival. This your man is bacchanal. Yeah, we miss the carnival. We coming from the cold. No need to rest, boy. That's what me there for. The battle soon done, so you should get ma. The local rum is that what me prefer. We want drink it till me foot up. So get the crew go, tell them say we ready. Every tongue, every city, yeah, you be one visit every bar, every room shop, get the damn yeah. Tonight, tell me I'm in for. That's when
You want one more?
Another one would be nice.
You sure you want one more?
Another one would be nice.
You sure you want one more? Yes, you know once I call for one more, you know where I going with that.
Let's go.
Let's go. Here we go. New York.
Look the place now turn up. Pass the booyah turn up. Look the place now turn up. Pass the booyah turn up. The place now turn up. Pass the booyah turn up. Look the place now turn up. Let's get set up. Y'all them a wine but it's a flip up. Come drink one thing and free up. That's all locked to the drinks gets up. They want it by one, they want it by stay, they want it by flow. The legs just run up. Select up, play this one to the go get fed up to the dance. I'll go get wet up. Stay with the dance, easy the man. Raising action, easy the man. Sip one thing, easy the man. See the girl, them a tease and ease for the man. Gotta bring the belly, gotta watching your waist. Now I'm heading to the man, they got to mash down the blood, got to cross. In the air, man. Shoot them on the rocks. In the air, man. In the air, man. Shoot them on the rocks.
So, ladies and gentlemen, without much ado, we introduce to you, live and direct from New Jersey, Mr. Challenger. Novelist, I hand over to you.
What's up? What's up, my dude?
How you doing, man? How you doing? What are the vibes?
Everything blessing on this side, David.
Yes.
Yeah. So how is everything with the current situation of the world right now here?
Well, it's a watch and see situation.
Right.
I mean, so it's like if you kind of consciously I would say inclined, you would understand them things that must happen. I mean, it was said in the past to come, so
Facts.
I mean, so we just have to, I mean, it's just evolution, shit changing, and we have to just go with the flow. I mean,
I hear that.
Yeah, man.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we have the man, Mr. Challenger. He should be no stranger. So, we're gonna start in the beginning, and the beginning is, where are you from?
Well, I'm originally from Mao. I'm saying Mao.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Definitely from Mao. I mean, that's where everything about me began.
in Mao.
Yeah, man.
So that's where the music started.
Everything began then. I mean, yeah, man.
So what was what was the first genre of music that you were interested in? Because I know we know you went from booyah to reggae. I know you rapped as
Yeah,
well and all that, right?
yeah.
So what was the first genre you actually got into, and what inspired that?
Rap.
Rap was the first, all right.
Rap. Get me wrong. I'm saying we grew up there, so we hearing so much different genres and different vibes, and when it comes to music, and I'm saying we have so much selection. I mean,
Right.
um, rap, which really grabbed my attention was rap because, and you say why? It's because when you go in primary school and you always get yourself in a little situation
Mm,
where you feel like, I mean, whether you're getting bullied or you just feel like you have to fight today. You know what I'm saying?
right.
And sometimes when you fight, when you go home, you're still getting a knockout from your mother and things. So,
Facts. Yeah.
yeah, man. So that song for LL Cool J, I
Knock
said,
you out.
Mama's a knockout. I mean, so that was my
Hmm.
inspiration from rap. Once I hear that song, I just felt like that was me. It was talking about me. I mean,
Yeah.
that whole story was me. So
Yeah.
I just cling on to that song, and from that one LL Cool J song, I started listening to rap. I mean, and
Y-
everything that's hip hop, I always interested. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. Funny you say that. I don't want to make it about me, but that song is what actually made me grab a pen and paper. That same song in I want to say 1991 or something like that. That very same song.
very powerful song, man. For real.
Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't my first rap experience, but it was the song that made me want to write. You know what I mean?
Lyrically, yeah, man. I want you to make you put those words together, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I've heard it.
Definitely. So I guess what that were you in the States then, or you in DA then?
No, I was in D. I was in D. I was going to primary school. I mean,
Okay, okay,
yeah.
okay.
So that's where my first interest in rap. I mean, as I tell you, I've been hearing all kind of music. I mean,
Right.
but rap is what I feel like. Yeah, I can relate to this, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
So,
and right after that comes reggae. I mean, like reggae. I mean, it's just how you kind of grow up. I mean,
you're right. Yeah.
how you
The
cannot grow up,
environment.
the environment you grew up in. I mean,
Hmm.
so I was always around Rasta man. I was around. I mean, whether it's the streets or in the bush.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
so you know that good. I mean, it's
Yeah.
either when you're growing up there in the streets or the ghetto, it's either the bush
Yeah.
or
Oh, this-
the streets. I
True.
mean, it's go
True.
out life, it's this, it's that. I mean,
True.
that good there. So says I was in both. I mean, certain times I have to run to the bush. So I won't get caught up in the streets. I mean,
Right.
so there's both music balance it right there. I mean, the reggae and the hip hop balance it.
Right.
I mean, but our music itself, booyah and soca and all that and kada, so the music is just there. I hear them every day. I mean,
Right.
so I have embraced them as our culture. I mean, that is our culture. I mean, but
Right.
music on a whole is a universal language. So I have to accept everything. I'm saying.
Right.
So I'm always open to music. I mean, I never in a box when it comes to music.
Nice. What's up, Onika?
Boy.
So before, well, you have something to say? Oh, see you.
Yeah,
Go
man.
ahead.
No, because something that just hit me. So two of all heard Mama knock you out. I
Mm.
decided to rap. The question that came to mind, see, you always have a funny question when it comes to certain things. Did any of you actually really get knocked out by your mama?
Yeah, man, no. I used to get my fair knockout. Don't try that.
All of us,
Yeah,
Boy,
yeah.
you mad when you more to swing anything that come in the hand. That's
Anything,
what you have
anything,
to do.
anything you're gonna get it. I mean,
yeah, man. But from a question from me though, because again, I am familiar with your music slightly and not familiar with you, the person.
hmm
So my question to you, based on rap and reggae and always been around people, would you say that music was a deterrent for you from doing a bunch of stupidness? Like, instead of sometimes some people get into sports, but was music like your out from getting into troublesome stuff?
Yeah, man. Sports was first. I mean, football. I could die for football. I mean,
Mhm.
and then it only stopped. Football only stopped when I came up in the States. I mean, it just switched to music. Like all the love I had for football go into music.
Right.
I mean, so music became my passion up in the States, but it's like I mean, me trying to pursue it as a career. But when I first came in the States, now I wanted to do play football. I mean,
Right.
I try my best one kind of way so I can fit myself somewhere to play football. But that was another case by itself. So it's like I just kind of switch off that light and just started something brand new. You know what I mean, so it's when I kind of take it as a career. Like, okay, I really want to do this.
Right.
I mean,
So is the states the first place you ever performed, or did you perform in DA before you went to the states?
well, if you saying perform for my friends and
So you perform for your friends in
yeah,
DA.
man, yeah, man. No, every Friday we have a little thing. We have a little crew called Ghostmasters. You know what I mean,
Okay.
yeah, man, and every weekend, my whole life. So
Oh, so all right.
yeah,
So you
man,
live by only thing by the roadside, and
yeah, man, free of life. So I mean, but when I really understand music is when I start pursuing it in the States. I mean,
right. And so what year was that? Now that this whole music thing started in the states, as far as you doing the band or even doing solo stuff before the band.
okay, I want to say the band's thing started because it's really kind of kick off with the band. I mean,
Right.
yeah. So the band kind of I would say 2000 2001 about that.
Hmm.
Yeah, we really had band really started going out. I mean, because the band was there, but it was kind of figuring stuff out. I mean, like
Right.
who's gonna be the drummer, who's gonna be this guy, who's that. I'm saying I was meeting people
Okay.
and doing some rehearsals and stuff. But no. And when we think of going professional, we have to fall back. But before we do some of the most crazy stuff. I mean, Bolo is a keyboard player.
Yeah. Right.
Bolo have a keyboard and teaches Boogie to play the bass in the end of the keyboard. And,
Right.
and we have one guitar man and we have a little boss machine. I'm saying one little one job boss machine.
Yeah.
And that's it. And we just go to little backyards and say, yo, we have a band, you're gonna play in your head. I mean, next,
Yeah.
next thing you know, we're kicking off and people like, oh, you guys are right. I mean, but the next jam you can't play the same thing. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
once you play one backyard, and them time Jersey have barbecues every weekend, 2 free barbecues, and people say, "Oh, come play the next barbecue."
Right.
But we can't play the same thing, so people
Yeah.
start saying, "Oh, how come you're not playing Zouk? How come you're not playing soca?" I mean,
Right.
how come it's no boyo? So we didn't ready for them thing yet, cause we really could. We didn't. We were honestly we were not on that level yet.
Yeah.
I
Or
mean,
you just having fun.
yeah, but reggae is easy to play. So when we
Right. Yeah.
just
Yeah.
I want, yeah, man, it's like a one job reggae. And
Right.
I'm saying guitar man playing, I just singing every song I know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, man. So we play a couple backyard parties and people like, yo, you guys really have some potential here, but you can't just play the same music all the time. It's, DA people's like, okay, I hear you, I hear your reggae, but
Yeah.
where's the Zouk? And
Right.
where's Puyo? I mean, so we have to go back to the page, go to drawing board and say, okay, you know what? We're gonna need better equipment. So we're gonna, and then we got offer management offer by Neville and Watts.
Right.
So I mean, it just started from there and started evolving. It's moving to the next level. Many people coming and going,
Right.
and until we just end up with a solid team.
So, so what year was the first royalty band album?
What year was that? Wow. That was about 2004.
Oh, okay.
2004. Yeah,
Yeah.
2004 or 05, one of them.
So that's the time you guys That's your first album. That's the first time your voice is actually heard on wax and all that stuff.
Yes, yes. No, 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 that's not true. Because before that, I was doing rap.
Okay, so also yeah, you have songs actually recorded and
Oh
recorded.
yeah, oh yeah, lots of songs. I was doing what? Okay, you know what kind of the era when Sean Paul started kick off,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
It changed everything. I mean,
yeah. That's like 2003 ish,
yeah.
2002.
So
Yeah,
when I first I came to the States. People used to hide to be Caribbean. I mean, like they'd be Caribbean and they would put their flag in their pocket. You know what I'm saying?
right,
But, like they wouldn't say where they're from. They would cover it with American accent. I mean, people can
right.
say this accent now and then. So it wasn't. I mean, the proudest of the people is Haitian and Jamaican, but the rest of the Caribbean people is kind of more Trinity is out there like that. But
Yeah,
or small islands, we're not really showing ourselves like that.
true.
But it's like Sean Paul kind of just changed the game. Like everybody wanted to be Caribbean. I'm saying you have Americans that claiming my great grandmother that was from the islands and I mean all them kind of talks that come out.
Yeah,
So at that time, rap was in its glory days. I mean, and and I mean I was part of a group. I was part of two groups. I mean, all of them wanted a Sean Paul. All these guys wanted a Sean Paul. I realized all these guys come to the studio and they do the same thing. Them time I'm like a studio rat. I'm always in there. I mean,
right.
just learning, just here doing stuff. And these guys would come in uh, with pen and paper and just write a whole heap of words, just write words with no song, no format of a song. I mean,
Yeah,
and I mean, like, I understand the format of a song. I don't know how I kind of figure it out, but it's like being in the studio for the longest, listening to hit songs, figure out the format. And
right,
they always used to come to me for a format of a song. I say, yo, you can't just make songs and have no hooks. I mean, you making songs with no hooks is not catchy. Even though you can rhyme, but you have nothing that somebody can repeat. I
right,
mean, them things are not even like it's not commercialized. It's too much. First, you're going too hard, isn't it? It's not about the streets if you really want to make money.
right.
So I kind of like share my insights with them and all that. And I start doing the hooks. I doing a lot of hooks. And everybody want a island song and Jamaican song, or whatever they call it. Sean Paul kind of song on their
Right.
hip hop song. So I was like the Sean Paul of two groups. so
Okay, yeah.
so I had made my own EP. I made my own EP and had it out there. It was a beat from DA. It was a beat from DA. I don't know. I think you guys novelists had that beat. I think a bunch of the artists was on that beat.
Oh, the
It's a
classic.
rhythm that go da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da,
Oh,
da-da-da-da-da.
okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's from Slaughterhouse, DJ Alfie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So I was so loving that rhythm. I got that rhythm from somewhere, and I
Damn.
do a song on it, and I said, "Yo, I'm from my old son. You wear nothing nice." I mean, and I started going on, and one of my partners were working in what they do doing construction, and the real estate guy heard the song and he said, um, "Who's that guy? Where you from?" And I said, and they said, "Yeah, he's our guy, our friend." So they set up a meeting. I go see that guy. When I meet him, he said, "Yo, I don't know where you're from, but this song hard, right?"
Mm, right.
So he wants a meeting. He wants to shop. I brought him a EP, 7 songs, 7 song EP, all hip hop beats with dancehall vibes on it. I mean,
Hmm.
and yeah, and that was my vibe. That was my vibe before even the band kick off. I
Right.
mean, so I actually got a chance to for that guy was DMX's manager, right? He
Mm.
was DMX's manager's best friend. I mean, they grew up in East Orange in Jersey together. So
Okay.
he brought me to that guy. I mean, we went into to all of there by Def Jam, what 9th Avenue, where all these big buildings are. We went up in there, passed everybody through. I mean, VIP, everything. Sat down
Right.
with this guy. We did a song, put it together. I mean, you know what I mean. And there was that. There were words of yeah, you might get signed by these guys. I mean, that's when DMX was doing the Bloodline.
Right.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, so I had good opportunities. I mean,
Right.
sat down in some great studios. I mean, meet some good people. I mean, but after a while, I start feeling like rap is this. You know what I mean? it's going somewhere else, and I personally was going somewhere else. I mean,
Right.
yeah. So, but my little rap time, it was a great start for me in this music game. I mean,
Right.
yeah.
So the transition from rap into bouillon music, how easy was that?
Well, but I mean, it wasn't hard at all because I mean, like,
Yeah, that's why I said how easy.
yes, yes. It's just I always feel like Booyah, the rhythm can
Mhm.
take any vocal. I mean,
Facts.
you can take any vocal and put on there.
Yeah.
I think the man doesn't really listen hard enough or try to get out the box.
Yeah.
But you can take what's that you like a Asha Thomas,
Mhm. Yeah.
just how he's singing, and
Yeah.
put on the Booyah beat.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Boy.
that's what we're missing. I mean, and I feel if well, listen to Afro beats, right? If you take Afro beats and you just slow it down, if you slow Booyah down, there's Afro beats,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
and we took
It's
it one, two little elements in there that you take out and you put in. I'm saying you
right.
just go back to the drawing board. But if you really pay attention, if Booyah is great, the music, the rhythm is electrifying, but if the vocals was just more acceptable, like I'm saying, like
Mhm.
if you can take a Chris Brown song and put on a Booyah beat and become a big song,
Yeah.
why can't artists from there sing like Chris Brown and put it on the beat?
I've always said that.
Uh, hey, let me tell you something. I love it is.
Hmm.
Love it is. See what Challenger just said there? I just heard, I just got a project from one of our partners. I can't say not the whole project, but I just get
Right.
a project from our favorite producer. You
Right.
understand? Where the
Mm.
boy is something I'm supposed to be a part of. And you see what Challenger just said there, my brother? Let me tell you about that, my brother. I heard vocals on that. When I heard the vocals, I was like, bruh, so people can actually sing on Booyah.
Yeah, man.
The ridiculous we doing there. You know, um I have a question from our silent partner. You want to bring on?
Put her on to ask the question.
Oh yeah, man. She get to ask a question. Eh?
I
So,
like her.
Mr. Challenger, this is Nika. This is one of our co-hosts.
Nice, nice.
Hi, nice to meet you.
How you doing? How you doing?
Good and you. So yeah, I wanted to ask you if you think that you have reached your goal right now, or you think that you're further from it.
My goal,
Yes,
me as an artist,
yeah, as an artist.
I'm far from it.
Ah,
Far from it.
so you're still progressing and going forward to accomplishing that goal. And what would you say the goal would be? The final destination, you could say.
Well, I mean, if I'm successful in what I do, then it shines a light on different artists from where I'm from, Dominica, and kind of like show what they can do, what they're capable of, right? So I feel like there's so many doors to open. And music is a thing that, as I said earlier on, you want to put no limits to it. No, don't want to be locked in any
Yeah.
box. So I feel like the route I took, the reggae route, is like it's so such a like a highway. I mean, it's an open road where where you can just go and go and go till you drop, right? But so I feel like I want to go and reach where I don't even think that I'm capable of reaching. Know what I mean,
You want to get to like the very limit
yes,
while also creating a path for others,
but
artists like you, to reach out and branch out and be themselves. That's an
yes,
excellent goal.
yes, yes.
Okay, so nowadays I think we've been retired. All right. So nowadays apparently
Mhm.
Mr. Challenger has brought us forward with that last statement to the current disposition of music he has put out.
Right.
And I think at this point, I think I have two other tracks lined up, so at least I think I should bust one, and then we go get into that song because yeah, yeah, the title of it has my head scratching already.
Let me just big up some of the people that's logged in on Facebook and YouTube
Yeah,
right
man.
now. What's up, Didi? Jocelyn, good evening or good morning for you, actually. Big up Rigger Ace. Rigger Ace said artist is not interested in in lyrics anymore. That's facts. Let's get into the vibes and come back and talk to Challenger.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Yo, this rhythm. Boss lady. Challenger. Heavyweights. Man a heavyweight, big bad and scary. Will it do weird cause man a translator. King Kong got nothing on we, man a breadwinner, man a Godzilla. Man a heavyweight, big bad and scary. Will it do weird cause man a translator. King Kong got nothing on we, man a breadwinner, man a Godzilla. Man a heavyweight, big bad and scary. Will it do weird cause
Big tune.
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Challenger, you knew something we didn't know, man.
I made that. I made this song right before the movie too.
But that's what I'm saying. You knew something we didn't know. Like, bro, I had the man saying nobody. So the question is, what inspired them lyrics there? Because I find that track bad. I don't even have to play it again. I don't play it more. No, I want to know what was behind it before I continue playing it. So then when we go back and play it, we know what it was about. What you say, no, you don't find that all right?
Yeah, I would like to know what inspired the track.
I'm curious too.
Well, I mean, just like it's like this. The characters King Kong and Godzilla. Now, actually, I just watched the movie last night.
Okay.
King Kong. Godzilla. I just watched it last night, and I'm always telling people that, I love, I'm in love with the character King Kong, but Godzilla is a badass. I mean, King Kong is not beating Godzilla, right?
Yeah.
So I actually saw it in the movie. You saw King Kong lost twice to Godzilla and almost died.
Right.
So the thing is now, I feel like there are heavyweights out there, right? Heavyweights. So the name of the song is Heavyweights.
Mm.
So there are heavyweights out there, but in within ourselves, there is always a King Kong that never stop fighting. I mean,
Right.
that always ready to roar out of us. I mean,
True.
so I mean, each individual have the King Kong in them to when you get to the point, you're going against Godzilla. You're going against. I mean, everything is against you, even though you're against the world. But he's a King Kong. If the character King Kong, he never bows, he never give up. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't matter what.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I say in the movie, they say Kong bows to no man.
Yeah.
No. Right? So and that is it. I mean, so we always have to have that fighting spirit, like King Kong. I mean, like I watch the movie and the song make more sense to me even I make it. I mean,
Yeah.
it makes more sense to me because it's like I watch King Kong get his ass beat for real, but he never stopped. I mean, even when he was eyes was closed like he was dead, he's still trying to roar again. I mean,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I feel like that's in us. I mean, in whatever we're doing in life itself. I mean, there is the King Kong within ourselves that don't want to give up. That's always roaring and trying to. I mean, like when it comes to music, as I said in the song, we are trendsetters. I mean, like we. I mean, some people say the sky is the limit, but we are above that. I mean,
Right.
Yeah.
sky is only the beginning for us. I mean, for some
Yeah.
people.
There's no limits.
No.
There's no limits.
Kid.
But
No, but brother, trust me, this song hard. I like this. I mean, I already imagine. Nobody's believe you me. Well, I'm a weird person when it comes to music. You know me for a while. And Mr. Challenger, as I start playing that, I got shivers, bro. I got shivers. Just the first, and I'm like, okay, all right, okay. Novelist, continue.
That was again. That again was a producer from Canada, called Boss Lady. I don't know if you ever heard about her. Boss Lady is like this rhythm have about 20 or 30 something artists on it.
okay.
From all over the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's it. That's the Canadian production right there.
Production. All right, there you go. See, up north, we still doing everything.
That's it.
Okay.
But
We
you
are
know
those
what?
trendsetters. I mean,
Yeah, trendsetters all over the world. You
that's
know.
us. They stole
Mhm.
our braids. They stole everything. So
Oh yeah,
give
that's not.
us
If we go there, we'll never stop talking.
Yeah.
because we
I,
have
I
the
know they didn't steal it.
class.
I know
That's
they didn't steal it.
Hmm?
Hold on. Let's use the correct term. They did not steal it. They discovered it.
Oh
Big
yeah,
difference.
right,
Big
right.
difference.
Discovering something that's already there. That's such a good thing.
If we go there, there's something we're not gonna come out of.
No,
So,
that's
So
true.
um,
let me stay away from that.
I know.
We're not gonna talk about it.
thanks to Nika, she brought us up to current. But okay, so in the beginning, you did reggae and hip hop. Well, hip hop and sometime reggae,
Yeah,
and then we went into the booyah vibes.
yeah.
Now you hard right back into the reggae vibes.
Yeah.
Where and when did you make that decision? Like, yo, that's it.
Well, if I can really tell you the honest to God truth, that I mean, I just felt like, I mean, it was a lot of work was getting done. I mean,
Yeah,
like, over the years, Royalty Band been doing a lot of work, and Royalty Band, but then we have Mr. Challenge and Scrappy doing a lot of work as well.
right.
And I feel like, it's you said, CEO said something a while ago that somebody said that people, artists don't worry about lyrics no more.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's
Right?
Adrian. Yeah,
Okay. So, and that is true. I start feeling that way. I start feeling like, you know what? These songs are falling on deaf ear because the the lyrics are not that interesting. Because although if you could hear me talking about those, I mean, those type of lyrics where we know about, I we talking about rum, and then we talking about,
yeah,
oh man, how big your bottom is and shit like
yeah,
that, and
yeah,
stuff like that. I mean, like, I think that's not all to do with music. I mean, like, music is I mean, it's, as I say, it's a universal language. It's a music for
yeah.
everything. I mean,
There's more
so
to it.
it's more to it, and
Yeah,
I always feel like it's more to it. I always feel like I
yeah,
have more to say. You know what I mean? I
hmm
try to do it in the boyo. And I was saying I try to do it in the boyo and kind of show people that, okay, so there is more to say on his beats.
I
I
get
mean,
you.
you could, yeah, but I feel like it started falling on deaf ear, and I didn't have the support. I didn't feel like we still have the people around, but nobody actually seen what I seen, and it's like
Yeah,
I just feel like, I mean, I just can't. I mean, I'm carrying a heavy weight. I mean,
yeah,
I feel like I need to separate myself and reach for my goals, where I want to go. I mean,
hmm
what I really want to do. Understand? So that in itself is like, I felt like what I was doing before prepared me for that. Oh,
right.
I've prepared me for that. You know what I mean, so when I do know, get to that open that door now, I feel like, okay, even though I feel like I'm prepared for it, but I still have more work to do. And I mean, still have more to learn. So as I go in by, I'm doing different things. You know what I mean? But just being there before and going through that, all what I went through, I've prepared me for the game. I mean, to the
Right.
next level. I mean, because I looked at this when I start looking for reggae shows or start going to be on reggae concerts. The people that were promoting me look like, I am not ready to perform alongside Beanie Man or Sizzler or those type of artists, because they will drown me, and
Yeah.
they might end your career if you perform right before them or in the mix of them. That's why they don't put young artists with those guys. You know what I'm saying? So you like you don't reach that level yet. So you're not, you know
Right.
what I'm saying? So it's like they were treating me like an artist that but never performed and never went out. So it's
Yeah.
so I had a manager that said, like, no. This artist, yeah, but like any one of them, know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they start to, I did the show in Jamaica and they kind of put me up there with them.
Right.
You know what I mean? So putting me up there with them is, we did one practice with the band. Now the band now knows all these guys' music. They don't really know my music. You know what I mean? But it's like I got almost four on stage because whatever the band practice, they just didn't do it. I mean,
Yeah.
so I had to just kind of, and all that is studying other reggae shows and seeing how the artists actually control the bands. And you know what I mean? It's just, and all the experiences just kick in and say, yeah, okay. When I sang the first song, I said, okay, the next song, I'm in charge. So I just had to flip it and take charge of everything. I mean, and that's how I kind of survive on that show. I mean, so after that, it just, the promoters and whoever saw that, okay, all right, this guy is like a real artist. He can actually hold it in. But I use it as a learning
opportunity.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
So do you feel like you're getting more love now in the reggae vibes than when you first came into it?
Yeah, man, I'm getting love from all over the world. Like
I,
it's crazy. Like people from all over, like, they send me messages or comment under the songs and stuff. I mean, like, or the like, I have this song called Quarantine, and the guy, the person who's pushing the song on the streets in Jamaica, he would call me like, yo, Challenger, the song is going crazy. Some guy called him all the way in Jerusalem for the song.
right.
And he's like, yo, nobody know cash for the Jerusalem song, but I mean, it's going crazy. I'm telling you, like, right now that song is number 4 on the street charts in Jamaica. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Number 4. It was number 1 on Flow TV and on some other show. But
See, you got quarantine lined up?
Boy, you remember, you notice I was off. I was,
Yeah.
I did a coffee break.
Where's the
Light up my
coffee?
coffee. So I was lighting up my coffee, and as I hear mentioned quarantine, I'm like, oh, you mean you're talking about this tune right here?
Challenger. Yo. Baby. You know what it is? It's about time we come together in this crazy time, you know? Stop all the fussing and the fight, the main things, you know? Look forward for the future. Spend some quality time. You know what I mean? We tell you straight up, we were on the verge to break up. Curfew, lockdown, so we got some time to make up. She a natural beauty, don't need no makeup. Beautiful before she go to sleep, and even when she wake up. I'm here for you, girl. We got closer and closer, closer and closer. Yeah, because I'm quarantine. I'm here for you, girl. We got closer and closer, closer and closer. Yeah, because I'm quarantine. The arguments live about this, the obstacles that we face. It's in my life, your life. Every day we moving in a fast pace. The problems you never solve it. Under the rug we sweep it. And you see it keep coming back around, and we cannot stand it. Hey, my girl, tell me what you gonna do. I'm all ears, yes, I'm hearing you. Ooh, I know the things that we're going through. I really wanna make it up to you. Dash with the arguments and the fights. Do all the things you like. I like a kiss and I like a bite. Cause I wanna do you right. I'm here for you, girl. We got closer and closer, closer and closer. I'm here for you, girl.
Yeah, that's a big one right there. No. That's a big tune right there. And I'm not gonna go into that question though, but what I am gonna ask you what I am gonna ask you.
Or go into that question.
No.
No. I
No.
refuse. No, novelist. If you're not going to ask the question, I'm not going to allow you to ask any other question. I can bomb rush you and trouble you. So ask the question, because first of all, I listen to the lyrics. So that means the boy who wrote this for a female. I know this. And the description that he gave made sure that he let us know that the female is not facially challenged. So novelist, ask your question.
crazy.
Anyway, you know who you write the song for, my brother?
Well, honestly, I would tell you honest to God truth. I didn't write that song for a particular woman.
Right.
I mean, it's a situation.
All
I
right.
mean, and we all go through those situations. I don't say we all. You might not go through it, but about thousands and hundreds of men out there go through the same situation right now. I mean,
Yeah.
especially in quarantine, like it's makeup and breakup. I'm saying one of them.
Oh yeah, for sure.
David, I tired of seeing you in my face every day.
Yeah.
You need to go about your business. I mean, because we live we were okay before all this COVID stuff, right? We were in a time when everybody fast paced. You know what I'm saying? Fast paced. You know, you
True.
you don't have time to even see your children. Everybody moving fast. I
Right.
mean, now quarantine is slow down everybody, slow pace. I mean, man get to spend time, too much time at home. So now he has time to even look into himself, enjoy his kids, his wife at home.
Yep.
I mean, so he gonna go for some things in his head and say, "Yo, you know what? Yeah, that I actually find time to spend with my family." You understand?
Yeah. Facts.
So now a next man situation might be like, no, that I'm home. I started to see things I never saw before. I mean, uh,
That's actually the question I was going to ask you. You know.
yes, it go both ways. I mean,
Right.
so it's either a makeup or breakup situation.
Right.
I
That's
mean,
true.
Yeah. Because what I was gonna ask you is, do you think like quarantine um made you see people for who they really are? Maybe it be your brother, your friend, your girl, whatever it is.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, man,
So do you feel like that quarantine made you see people for who they really are?
definitely,
For
definitely.
real.
Yeah.
That's
Because
a big truth, but like I said, I didn't want to go there.
I had personal experience. I'm telling you, like actually, what you say is true. You actually see people for who they are. I mean, because people
Yeah,
behave differently when they put up when they come against different challenges. You know what I'm saying? They act different.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
most definitely.
And that is a challenge that nobody was expecting. You understand?
Yeah, for sure.
So
Yeah, quarantine. Not the quarantine. What's it called? COVID
cool.
too is a big eye opener. You know what I
Uh,
mean?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, you look at your family different because I think everybody was in a fast pace, and
Yes.
now everybody's just slow down. So you get time to think. Who's going to the scriptures, who's going the other way, who's doing
Yeah.
what and what and what.
Okay. You see,
So
I always tell people like this, right? I mean, yeah, as you're right, there's so many questions this that this virus brought. It's like from where it come out, from who's benefiting from it, from
right,
what's going on with it after. I mean, and it really makes you think. I mean, I have some people questioning God and if that is really true or
yeah,
what is really going on. Why are we suffering? Why? I mean,
yeah,
like if God loves the world so much, why are we suffering like this? Like,
right, right, right,
I God in control of the world or man is in control of the world. I mean, like
right.
you started to think. I mean, so a lot of people have become more conscious.
Yep,
A lot of people have run back to African spirituality. A lot of people
yep,
have become Christians. A lot of people run from the church.
yeah,
I mean, because I said, okay, okay, COVID is a test. When
mm.
COVID was hot and everything was going crazy, where were the preachers? They all ran on the stones and hide.
Everybody was running. Everybody was hiding.
Where, where were the preachers? What? Okay, Jesus said in the Bible. I'm not religious, but I'm just telling you things I have come across
uh,
that that my people shall do greater things than I did, greater wonders, greater works, right?
mm.
So why? And the pastor and the priest doing greater works. They should be healing COVID, not running from it. I mean, so
Facts.
I'm
So,
just saying we're never going there. I'm just saying.
You're
Challenger,
technically still human, though.
so
You're
Challenger,
just
Challenger,
person.
I kind of agree and disagree with you
Tell me.
because I gotta tell you what. Since we open a little box there, which I
Mm.
myself will jump in.
Yeah, I just leave it.
Novelist, no, novelist tell you I like the little controversy. Me that is controversy. I feel like oh yeah. Because I just say anything that come out in my that come in my brain and come out my mouth. But this is the situation, right, bro?
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you on a few points. I
Tell me.
think I think even if it wasn't in a miracle working way, I think the church should have taken a lead role in a calming situation. You know, more like there to reassure people. Look, yes, we're going through something, but remember, my brother, we're going to come out of it a little more positive thing. And then, of course, you have to also understand, you have a bunch of fellas that on TV now, all them man care about is how much money you send for them so they can buy their next flight. So, if you're looking for them fellas, because up to now, them fellas still praying and prophesying that a certain partner in a certain country that you and I both in right now, Mr. Challenger,
Uh,
will be president next month, and every month is next month. and every month is next month. But you feel what I say, because like the Bible also says, many will come in my name,
I hear that.
but not all of them going to be from me. So you have to decipher the toilet from the toilet bowl from the caca that in the toilet that getting flush. That is all I have to say.
I like to hear that. I like to hear that. Okay. Many came for it, but so who came from him then?
We don't know. Watch me. At this point, we cannot even. Honestly, to be honest with you, I'm not really sorry for going down that tangent with the boy.
No, I like
We
to
been
talk.
there.
We can talk this whole day. Like I love
Yeah,
it.
we live in that before people
Oh,
say
I'm not touching that
before
subject.
because
That's
because
why I tell you. That's why I tell you I'm never going there. I leave it there because
boy challenger, I start that talk. I look, I get a text from my
See,
grandmother.
there is a reason.
I mean,
There is a reason I'm being quiet because two things. Like I don't mind talking. I could talk religion from 10 a.m. to 10 a.m. No problem. But
but
guess what? As far as we're talking about religion, we're not gonna get anywhere
true that.
because
That's
CO might agree on one thing, Nika might agree on another thing, you might agree on something else, and I agree on something else. We ain't getting nowhere with this. That and
but,
absolutely.
politics,
but you know something though. Everybody just said, "Oh, it's a matter of opinion," but it's not a matter of opinion. It's a matter of fact.
yeah,
So the things where we have things confused, that if you're telling me something, you need to show me where it is.
true,
So be more convincing and say, okay, you can just tell me a story and then I have no proof that even happened.
right.
Mm,
I
that's
mean,
true.
that's
Yeah,
that's where that's where we are, because since we look at boy when growing up, we hearing stories, Bible stories,
Boy,
and
boy, really good, boy.
all type of stories, right?
hmm
But nobody took time to validate those stories. You know what I'm saying? Did you? Yes, Noah went in the belly of the whale, but how you sure that even happened? You know what I'm saying, those are stories. So if I give you an African story now, you're gonna tell me that never happened, but you will stand up hard in the Bible and say, yes, this really happened. And if I
Again,
give you an African story and say this really happened in Africa at such and such time at how much BC, you would say, no, that's impossible. That didn't happen.
you see something you just said there. No, you see what you just said there. Another thing I like about the Bible is even the Bible has tell you to validate certain things. There are other books that you can go and read and you'll get that fact. You'll get certain facts from it. But at
Well,
this point, Challenger, we go
Yeah.
argue that not in the interview. We go argue that.
No. What's that? We can have a private discussion about that.
Yeah, we go link up and talk on a different level because
I could say he has a point because the proof is happening in the United States right now. They say the virus came from China.
Mhm.
Yes, they discovered it there, but who knows where it actually came from? And now they're being ostracized for that.
you
China.
know,
Okay.
I asked myself a question: Who are they, and why everybody have that say?
Mm.
Again, Challenger made a clear point. Proof,
Proof.
facts.
Facts.
Okay.
Facts.
That's how it's
My whole thing on this whole Bible talk is, and again, I don't really want to stay on this. I think they taught us to read the Bible wrong. And why I say that is, one church will teach you this way, another church will tell you that way, and it's a whole bunch of confusion. Then you go to one church, it's just a whole bunch of singing, and they might read two hymns, and you're not really learning the Bible. But if they taught us how to read the Bible properly, we would not have all this confusion, and we wouldn't even, if we were talking Bible, it would be all on one page right
Yeah,
now.
it's practically because most I read like only up to Genesis or like most of some.
Genesis, you only to Genesis.
But I
Genesis
see
is
for
the first
It's
book
a
in the
very
Bible.
long and boring book. I'm telling you, there's no pictures.
oh God.
Oh gosh, so Challenger.
I would say one more thing about this Bible thing, right?
All
It
right.
was it was kind of like a punishment when I was a kid. Like you had to read it a whole day and just sit down and read the Bible,
Hey.
and I would fall asleep because I already know the stories already.
So
Uh,
let me say something to three of y'all, right?
mm,
So you know at a certain point, right, that our oppressor, right, our oppressors,
mhm,
the enslavers that enslaved us, right?
right.
You know they treated they looked at black people as we were not humans, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So we did 400
Still do.
years, 400 years of, yeah, right, they still do,
Mhm.
400 years of slavery. And you think they're going to give you the truth? You think they're going to give you a book that have all the truth? The greatest book in the world has the truth. And you think that is it? You don't think so? You're not questioning. You should question, and you should question everything we learned over 400 years. The people that really knew. Let's figure this out. Let's watch this. 100 years past, they wiped the history, the memory of all the slaves. 200 years, they add new memories, new memories, right?
Mhm.
400 years finished, they only know what they tell them.
Yeah.
Understand? But you saw remnants of African spirituality survived,
Mhm.
and it's still here now, right?
Right.
But you tell me that the book, right? The book is 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 the truth, and the oppressor will give you any access to that book. Come on, think about it.
Well, I mean, boy, you see that conversation.
All
Yeah.
right, it finish, it die.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Let's see. Let's see.
Next, yeah, because you see now,
Boy,
you go and say something there now.
Hey, listen, I finished. I
bro.
finished. I
You
said that's something like
If
Not
if
see
I
that
saying
pan,
if I
anything
have
else.
to
you see
answer
that
it,
pan of
trust
arms that
me,
pull
we'll
there.
be here for a
I
very
know
long
the
time.
electric wire about to drop.
Absolutely.
So me yourself checking. Okay, challenger make a very valid point. Novelist,
But
tone down the burn.
you know what? At the end of the day, even as much as I don't want to really speak, on that because I know there's no end to it. Really,
yeah. No,
that's the only reason why. Um, I get to see a side of you, though.
oh, that's what I'm saying.
You know what
You
I'm
a
saying?
lot of people don't as I see you say he don't know me as a person.
Right.
But if we spend more time with here, I know I became more like that when I separated myself.
Yeah. Facts.
Understand? I've really looked into myself. Understand? And just people around me just knowing that first we have to know ourselves. Know thyself. Understand? You must know yourself. You're trying to go somewhere. Understand?
Yeah.
And first we have to understand that we are Africans first. Don't
Right.
forget. Don't forget we Africans first, man. That's it.
all that American and
Yes.
African American
There's no
Dominican
Dominican. There's
derivation.
no
None
Dominican.
of that.
No Saint Lucia.
There's
No Guinea.
none of that.
None of that. We are
There's
Africans.
none of
Man.
that.
Well, the
You
CEO
see?
will argue.
That is just confusing us.
The
When he says
CEO will
well,
argue, right?
I think
Trini is better than Jamaican and
Boy,
Dominican.
what you gonna
And
start there again?
Haitian.
No,
I'm
boy.
just saying,
No,
Double
no,
again.
that is
don't
the
talk about that.
Oh,
that is the
yeah.
trick.
no, it's true,
In
but
front
it's
of
the
The
way
me, we
division.
should not be
you
No,
talking
know.
it's true.
about.
No.
That is the division. I'm just trying to show you. That's
Yeah,
how they set
yeah,
it so we can
But
yeah,
it's true.
divide.
No.
yeah.
I've
But
heard
challenger,
about them.
challenger. You see what you just brought up there?
Yeah.
That lead into another thing that happening now, even with the other thing Mister do like you talk about there, the politics. You see, it has led to because we try to be okay. So I am Chini, so I am Chini, I am Grenadian, I am Ghanaian, I am not African. It has led to a lot of what I consider tribalism. If you're not with me, you are against me, and that is what it is. So you see, right now, Mr. Challenger, I can tell from now, and I can tell anybody that if you speak to Challenger is not how you call that? They used to say that when you used to go to community high school way back in the day.
Right.
You're not from the cross border booty. Mentally, you're head on. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Anyway, novelists, we they're talking, but and the conversation is so interesting. But I watching the time there, and I seen that we need to push forward.
Yeah,
So
man, let's move on. Let's move on.
anything else, novelist? Because me, I say, well, I have nothing else to ask the man, and I have nothing else to say. The man make me start to think, and when I start to think, what does happen, and
But
when
like I said, it is not a bad thing because then we really get to see the artist and get to know what the artist is
exactly,
about, the level of
exactly,
thinking and all that stuff, right?
exactly,
And if you did not know the artist, now is a chance to
exactly, and
actually sit. Like,
Very
okay,
open
for
minded.
instance, a lot of people will hear a song. I can testify to that, and maybe you guys as well, right? You will hear a song, you will know the lyrics of the song, you will sing the song word for word. But when you actually sit down and listen to the song, and you're like, I was saying that the whole time, but damn,
Oh,
Like the lyrics just, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
like what I
So,
told you earlier today when we was off.
hmm?
Like what I told you earlier on about a particular song you were playing when we was off when we were setting up.
What song was that again?
Get up, stand up, and go in the rest.
Oh,
Yeah, no, Challenger. Because you see again,
that's a good point.
Challenger. So it's like this. I told, and I will say it on air. It's not anything disrespectful. And so at first when I was younger, I remember we all heard Bob Marley's music before.
Yeah.
So before, every time I used to hear get up, stand up for your rights. Now you know that line. Don't give up the fight. At first, brethren, what I heard was Donkey Bong to fight. That's what I heard at first. And it's not because Bob wasn't singing prop, It's
Yeah.
just that sometimes, you will say you will be listening to a song and you will hear a word and you will think that is what the artist is saying. But then when you actually take your time now and go back and hear the thing, you say, oh, that is what the man was saying there. All the time I check it is Donkey Bong to fight the man saying there, boy. You know what I'm saying? And I understand because right now, even it brings a lot of insight into how you write to
Yeah.
a lot of people. And I think what you're saying is real because if you don't have if this is not set up right, then when you try to put it on paper, you're going to put exactly who you are on paper.
Yeah. Wow.
True.
It's a good point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
You see what all you cause? Or you cause the real CEO to come out now.
I mean, when I was a kid, I didn't know about the songs. I mean, I couldn't speak English, but I would listen to English songs and I would understand the feeling behind it and know the words, but I had absolutely no idea what it meant
What it meant, right?
because I didn't speak English back then.
Right.
But later on, I'm like, oh, that's what they were saying.
What
Oh,
was you speaking?
yeah, I do speak it now.
What
What were you
language?
speaking?
I speak Creole and French when I was a kid. I mean, I still do.
You see what I mean?
She's from IT.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Creole from Haitian, comprendre?
Hey, you see now all the way down the line, all the way lose.
No. You know,
I can't. So yeah, that's the challenge.
I have a deep admiration for Haiti too.
right.
I have a deficiency when it comes to Creole because apparently my parents are from Dominica, but unfortunately they had to make me in a spice country, so I spicy that happened there to me. So I understand some things, but you know the scenery.
It's fine. I'm pretty much like that too.
I then listen to a whole heap of French music and I don't understand crap them boys saying, but all I know is yeah, there's crochet music and it vibes. I not.
You know, when I was younger, that happened to me when I was so much a rap head, right? So a certain slang and certain words they say different, right? So when you, especially just picture me in Dominica growing up, and I'm saying certain things, and I should know like Biggie and Tupac and Nas, those rhymes like I should know them like word for word.
Right.
But it's like certain things they used to say to me. Since when I get to them, I say that shit don't make sense, but it's just how they use it. I mean, the slang, the Ebonics, all that,
Right.
that hood talk.
Yeah.
Come up, yeah, and oh, this is what that means.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, now I understand what that means. So I kind of understand what you're saying because in hip hop that shit was troubling for me.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just I guess getting familiar with the culture and all that
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah,
like
yeah.
certain things in the culture, right?
Just kind of being here now in the flesh and hearing the music is like, oh, now you start talking the talk same way
Yeah.
like them.
Yeah.
So now you start
Everything
mixing
is
with-
everything is automatic.
There's still some things I can't pick up from my country. For example, they're always talking in like idioms, like they're saying something, you understand each word, but they doesn't together don't mean the same thing. So I'm talking to my mom and I'm like, what do you mean? Can you explain that sentence to me in French or in another language? Because I don't get it. Even though I speak Creole, I don't get it.
I got some Asian friends and I can't keep up. I mean, like, it's like,
Yeah, I know.
like the Creole is so different, and it's like I'm
Yeah.
hearing and I'm saying it, and I said to my look at me and said, "Well, how you don't know that?"
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
I get mad at myself. Like you can't keep a conversation.
Exactly.
Then,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
man.
Even
Like you
myself, like,
understand every easel's other thing, but why do you have to use like a sentence that doesn't mean anything?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
right. It's
Well, it means
But
something.
it's supposed to mean something more deep.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, let me tell you that, nah. Bro. Let me tell you something. There are some things even in English. The old heads will tell you, and they'll tell you something, and you'll be like, "What? What? What?"
yeah, but most of that sometimes, well,
Oh,
every century or every century, the language really changes. Like
Mm-hmm.
the
for
English
sure.
language changes. You know what I mean? The way they used to speak. Okay, like okay, let's go back in the 1906 time. Like thy and thou and thee and
Thus,
most of them things.
thus.
You know what I mean?
Thus
Right
far.
now, the way we used to speak in the 90s, like, and I'm not even talking about slang. If we have to go on that, like slang have changed. Slang changes every year. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Or every other month.
Yeah, but just the way that you speak, like you learn to speak in school, and the way they speak now is different. Even the writing is different. Like, for example, your. Not anymore. No, it's just you are.
Well,
You know what I
hold on,
mean?
hold on, hold on,
It's
hold on,
still there, but it's
hold on, hold on.
possessive.
But I blame that on the rise. I can attribute this. So, seeing that we want to have a deep conversation, and that would be definitely, I could blame that on the rise of social media, because
Mm.
when social media came in, you had a certain amount of characters you could put on the screen. So if you're limited to a certain amount of characters, you cannot write a full sentence.
Right.
So
That's
you have to
true.
now abbreviate, and love become LUV, and or LV3, because you're trying to save space because of characters. But yeah, this has been a very interesting interview. I must
Very, very much.
feel like we don't want it to end, but unfortunately,
Very, very much. No way, we're not ending. We still have time.
we
But
still have interest.
Challenger, so
Through there. I
we
forgot.
have the quarantine tune on. You have at least like 3 new tracks out right now.
Yeah, and those songs are like three singles, like from different producers.
Right.
They are not really actually my songs. I mean, I'm the one singing them,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
yeah, the producers' songs. I mean, so
Okay.
I got a whole heap of songs coming out, bro. It's like I spread out so far to different producers, like all over.
Right.
I mean, so they're gonna put their songs out. So that's
Right.
why I have no clue when they're coming out. I sent you a song called "Real Ones,"
Yeah.
and that song actually, I'm kind of like promoting the cover and all that. That song is like from a guy working with in Jamaica called Doggy Benz. I mean,
Mhm.
and Doggy Benz come from the Red Square, which is Sprague Benz and all these guys, right? I mean,
Right.
so they have their camp, and that record come. They have a new rhythm called the Tires rhythm. A bunch of artists in it, so I just kind of get mine first or in front to promote.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I try to get mine mixed because I like to hear what I want to hear. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
So with certain producers, they just take it and mix it and do whatever they want with it. But with Doggy Benz, it's like let me say, be more like family. So it's like they will say, "Oh, challenge you mix it how you want." So
Yeah.
it's I would take the file and kind of mix it how I want, send it to who I want to mix it and whatever. You know what
Right.
I mean? So I just got it back last night, so that's why I sent it to you.
Well,
Yeah.
so Novedis,
Mhm.
unfortunately, for some reason, when you passed it on to me, it I did download it, but for some reason it's not showing up properly that I can load it to play
Okay.
it. So I would have loved to play it, Mr. Challenger, but I honestly, it's not my fault, because sometimes you know how this technology rolls.
Well, listen,
Right.
it just maybe it's in the universe for it not to come out now because as I tell you, I got it last night. It
Yeah.
is not this is not even queue to go on yet. We're just gonna kind of exclusively slide it in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh well, it is in the universe's intention. Okay, I'm going to steal a little some phrasings.
Yeah.
It was the universe's intention
Mm-hmm.
not for it to be leaked before proper
Yes,
mixation
before it's
for
ready.
proper distribution, and that's it. Okay.
Oh,
You-
Well, as you said, that the universe have decided that it's
Yes.
not gonna play because of what you just said.
Like some fear in this novelist.
Fine.
So novelist,
Mhm.
he is a real funny fella. By showing me he can play it from his phone, you know. Okay, bro.
No, no,
playing
no.
against the universe. I see.
I'll play
Universe,
it.
see, the
No,
universe heard and said, okay, no, that wasn't my choice.
Yeah.
oh, so I was saying,
You
That was
see,
your choice.
you have to be in tune
All
with
right.
the universe to know what
yes,
the universe
no, well,
saying.
you have
Yeah,
to understand.
you
You have,
know, definitely, you
well,
have to be in tune.
so
Yeah.
I
novelist
You
is
guys,
see.
kind of
you're sitting there assuming things,
no. I was
and
not assuming.
assuming makes asses of men.
No,
That was nice. That was nice.
Challenger, Mr. Challenger, this is what
Yes.
listen to that, you know. I knew what I said and why I said it because I knew he could play it. He figured it,
Mm.
no, he knew I knew he could play it.
Okay.
Oh,
You
man.
see? No, that's the funny thing. I no, but for some reason the file itself just didn't come down. So it
Yeah.
came down, but it didn't come down readable to my player or even to my laptop. So I guess I don't know.
I think that was the MP3, yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
understand.
it's a MP3.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'll have an argument. I will have an argument in my computer later.
Yeah.
But
But since we're on the topic of that song, with okay, you say it's not ready yet,
mhm,
so it was just a snippet, right?
mhm,
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so we can't put it on the air.
mhm.
That's
You
fine.
can.
We can.
You can, because I have the right to promote it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
So, yeah.
so
So I can
so
send it to the DJs that I want to send it before it actually release.
okay.
Yeah. So
Uh,
I got that go.
All right, so we'll make sure we get a little. We'll give it a promo on TDN radio, right,
Yeah.
Sam?
Yes.
All
Yes.
right.
Sam,
That is the greatest honor.
Yes. Right.
well. Actually, yeah. I suspect as soon as it ready, no challenger as it ready. Link novelist will get you in contact with me. Because after lunch we like to drop bombs on them every single day of the week.
No, you'll get to promote the one that's there too. Don't worry, I'll get it to you properly.
You know the scene, man. You know the scene.
You'll get to
So
promote
yeah,
it.
so challenger on another question, and I have this real question to ask.
Yeah.
Are you open to working with other producers who are not necessarily well known?
Of course, man.
Cool.
That's not a question. That is like I'm open to everything. When it comes to music, I'm open to everything. This guy coming from Africa the other day and said, "Oh, I love your music and I want to collab with you." And I said, "Yeah, you send me some material." And he's like, I was hoping that you would send me material, and then that's where we kind of didn't get it together. I mean,
Right.
because if you want to collab with me, then you should have the material to collab. You know what I'm saying? No. If me and Novi in a conversation and we say, "Yo, we should do something," and I have a beat, I can say, "Yeah," because but it's a guy coming away from Africa. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
just give the material out like that. I mean, and some producers don't want you to collab on your material.
Right.
Understand? So if I know what I'm doing right now, I'm getting a lot of my own beats. I mean, so
Mhm.
I would buy the beats from the producers, like, and I have my own project.
Nice.
I mean, so the beats don't belong to them. The songs are actually my songs. I mean, so most artists, that's what we have to really do in this game. Like, get your own beats. You don't have to be a producer. Just buy your beats.
Yeah, true.
Then
Yeah.
exclusive rights to your beats, and when you put it out, everything is you.
Facts.
I mean, if it's one thing the CEO is open, I can borrow you some bits. You know, I don't need. I have 1, 2 I can borrow. You know. You see?
Listen.
Oral.
It's
But
nothing.
will tell you that's the kind of person I am. Look, hold on. Do a
You,
thing on that.
you see where I'm sitting down right now. This is like Actually, I spend more time here than home. This is home, really. I mean,
Mm.
and just by myself.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm in a whole world by myself when I'm in there. You know what I'm saying, like when
Yeah.
I feel like I used to have a lot of people in the studio when I'm recording, and it just distracts me. You know what I'm saying, so no, I'm in the studio by myself. I feel like it's just a whole thing.
You're at peace. You get to create.
Listen. I'm a spiritual man, right?
Mm.
So when I get to the studio, I sit down, I meditate,
Right.
I light the incense, I light sage, I light the candle,
Mm-hmm.
and I meditate and I tell the universe what I want.
Yeah.
Oh, props to that.
Yeah,
I can't meditate
I'm
if
telling you,
my life was in danger.
bro. I sit there hours before I record a song.
I
Yeah.
can't do it. I
It's,
just fall asleep right away.
it's a bit of
Let's start meditating it.
no. You
That's
just
out.
not just
Can't
meditate
do
and
it.
close your eyes. No, because you just closing your eyes, you'll fall asleep.
Oh,
If you just close your eyes, you're gonna fall asleep. You have to
keep
reach in,
my eyes open.
reach. No, you could keep your eyes closed, but you have to reach within yourself.
Oh, that's tough
See,
for me.
you,
Yes,
Novi,
you have to go into the called the deeper darkness,
Super
the
darkness.
triple dark. You have to go into there, like I mean, just you alone in the darkness.
Novi,
I'll try that.
Novi. The boy does remind me of me sometimes. Even if I have distraction around me, because, like, for example, the last track I released there, I can tell anybody that I went to sleep. I practically went to bed, Challenger, with the rhythm in my ears.
Ah,
And 5 o'clock in the morning, it hit me. Got up, ran in here, spit the thing. Actually, spit two songs one time.
Oh
Like,
nice,
wow.
wrote and spit two songs one time. Sent it to the people and tell them, "Yo, choose one. I done with all you." You know, you know what I'm saying? I
nice.
mean, so I kind of understand your process. You like to come into the studio, be by yourself, and look within yourself, feel the vibe you're feeling, and get the universe. You and the universe connect, and then you.
Put it out there.
Certain people that's like this one guy sent me a beat and he said, "Yo, I want a song just like Quarantine." And I'm like, I said that don't work like that. I
Yeah, for
said
real.
you cannot just send me a beat and tell me you want a song like Quarantine. No. If your beat is in the same vibe, not saying we channel the same energy as Quarantine, then that can work.
Right.
But I don't really go in the studio and say I'm going to write a song about this. I just go in there and whatever comes, I record.
Right.
Exactly.
A creative
And then
process.
yes. So it's like I record this song for this French producer, right? And when I got the rhythm, they said, "Oh, this guy choose you
Yo, this
a
rhythm,
circle of producers
boss lady.
of artists, right?" And he said, I sent this guy your song. It was the last song I sent him, and he said he chose you. And I said okay. And he said, I need you to voice something right now. I,
Hmm.
I said, what you mean? I want your voice. He said, no, get on your phone and voice something so they could just hear how you write that beat. Now, if you go to my phone and it's a bunch of caution in my phone, it's a bunch of mumbling. I mean, once I hear the beat, I speak in Spanish, French, or put everything on the rhythm before I actually make a song. Like
Yeah.
if you send me a beat and I so like it, it's like I'm just mumbling the shit out of this song, right?
Yeah.
But when I get in the studio, it's like the mumbles are just ideas
Yeah.
or this melodies that I'm trying to create
Right.
before I get in the studio. Now when I get in the studio, sometimes I go for the melody, or sometimes when I reach there, I'm so excited about the beat, I just create a new melody, right?
Right.
So when I reached in the studio, I did a song for him on the phone, and then when I reached the studio, I did two other songs, and I sent it to him, and he said, "What?" When I sent it to the guy in Jamaica, he said to me, "Yo, the Frenchman have a he have an idea. He have his own idea of what he wants. He
Right.
wants a one drop with a dance hall vibe on the one drop. And the songs I
Right.
sent him was just reggae songs because the beat is a one drop. So when I get it, I have to make no another song.
Right.
Right? I don't give him three songs already and he's beating it. Right? And then I have to give him a fourth song, which
Yeah.
he says he likes because now it is half dancehall, half one job. So it's like the chorus I'm like singing, and
Mhm.
the verses I'm like DJing. I mean, so
The
so
boy.
so no, he said to me, I want to work with you. It's like no, I have 3 songs from you that I know if I can go. What he doesn't let. So he got 3 songs, and no, he likes the 4th song, but he wants the 3 songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, because watch me. You see, I think what he did was test your versatility, test your ability to adjust. Because sometimes you have to do that as a producer, and I can tell you.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Novi,
Yes, sir.
you don't want your owner with me.
Yeah, it's all good.
But I love him
So,
still. Good night, Sam. Yes, I read your text. Sam chimed in on the spiritual aspect of the discussion and laughed himself away. I think Challenger went off, but
yeah, challenge went off.
He
well,
went
But
up.
yeah, it was a pretty cool discussion tonight.
it was. No, listen. Oh, he's back. He's
He's
coming back.
back.
Here he
He's
comes.
back. There we go.
Let me add him back quick, right quick. Let me add him back. One of us needs to add him back. Yeah,
Yeah. This
Yeah.
guy just coming from Jamaica, right?
Uh,
you see what I mean.
okay.
It's like
But you send him the link.
it's like he just heard I call his name.
Yeah, yeah,
He must be watching.
The universe.
Yes, I'm saying, right?
No man,
So what I miss?
you didn't.
well,
Oh,
nothing. We were
nothing.
just saying it was a nice
We
discussion
would,
because
because I'm reading the
actually get that
comments here,
set.
and we have to join the interview because this is what. So, nonetheless, you have to admit it. This is besides Sky, who I think this is one of the interviews I'm enjoying the most.
Oh, be careful. Other interviewers gonna be jealous.
About what?
Big up Kels on the outside one
If
time.
they
Yeah,
jealous,
yeah.
that means they just need to up their game, or they just need to
So
and have an intellectual conversation with him.
yeah, we had a very into
Because I've seen a side of a guy right now. Dude has me seeing him from a whole different light, and I understand why the Booyah thing just can't work for him.
well, I guess that's what it's called dissect, right? Where you open up and don't know what you're gonna find.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We surgically there. We really did some
You know,
dissection tonight.
and you know what's so crazy is like people who I come across that okay, when like in the Booyah era, like they would see me now and be like, they would paint a picture like I don't like Booyah, like how could you even say something like that?
Right.
I feel like you kind of dissing me or insulting me again. I mean, how you can say that I don't like Booyah? I mean,
Mm,
you don't really understand me as a person first. I'm saying,
right.
and then you understand where I'm at. Listen, I always look at it as music is music. It has no separation when it comes to music to me.
Truth.
Like I'm saying, so okay, and I use that analogy like so if I'm with a black woman,
Mm-hmm.
so we look and say woman is woman, right?
All right.
It don't have no when it comes, men, we men can say we have issue with white men, but we don't have issue with white women, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just to say that just because women are women, right? We have issue with Asian men, but we have no issue with no Asian women.
Asian women.
You know what I'm saying? Because we just feel like women is women, right?
Yeah.
So it's like if a man have to choose a woman, it's like it doesn't matter what kind of woman that an individual decides to be with.
Mm,
I mean, so when it comes to music, it's like I feel like an artist should open to any kind of music.
right.
I mean, so if when you kind of put yourself in a bracket and say, "Oh, I'm just that kind of artist," or just like somebody that's even an artist that's drawing, like, well, why would you just limit yourself to draw characters?
You're right.
I mean, I mean, you're supposed to be open to everything. Like we as
So,
individuals, anyway.
so you would say that their individual category that they were given as an artist, their personality, is restricting them. Like, for example, people that goes only for pop or rock or
Yeah.
such and such.
When you come across an artist that can really just hear a beat and just sing a song, doesn't matter what it is, and everybody sings to different ability. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some get the high notes, somebody can, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if you can do a song to any beat, Like that's crazy. Like I have pop beats that I have songs on.
Yeah.
Right? And when people come in the studio, you only will hear that when you walk inside here and I play some songs where you be like, what?
Right.
I mean, I EDM beats and I have songs in them.
Yo.
I mean, so it's not like to me, just give me the beat and the mic and I'll figure it out.
Facts.
I mean, so I'm never like, oh, I can't do a song. Yo, you give me the worst beat, I can do a song on it. The beat don't need a song good. I do a beat. If you tell me you need a song on this beat, I'll do it. Even though I don't like it, I'll do it because I can do it.
No, yeah, I exam for the boy. You know I go to send the exam for the boy. You know I have the weirdest things. I create the weirdest things ever. So you know I gotta send a weird one for the boy. You know I go in my box. After we finish this challenger, I can guarantee you, a novelist will guarantee you that when we finish this interview here, after I do what anything else I have to do, I am going into my project files and I'm going to pull out the weirdest thing I can find. And I have albums there.
I bet you I'll give you a song.
Well, work is work, you know. Novelist.
Right. Work is work. Yeah, work. That's how I look at it.
Novelist.
So Challenger, we are up to our time.
Yeah.
So the time. Wow.
It's 7:39 actually, 7:40 to be exact.
So, wow.
It was a nice discussion. Not where I thought we would go, but I'm happy we went there. I learned something, and you know what I mean. I love this. Every time I come on this show, I learn something new.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, like
that's true.
So
every day is that song "Real Ones" is that's what kind of is like live and learn. I mean, like every day you're supposed to learn something. I mean, I would say if I know novelists from since we were kids, a novelist is the same dude that and people think that you should never change. I don't know whoever said that you should never change. So if novelist is the same person I know from since we were kids, and I know I'm come across novelists now. I haven't seen him for how long, and I come across novelists now. A novelist is the same old novelist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would feel like in a way, you would look at it like, yeah, you have to stay how you is, be real. Being real is you gotta evolve. I mean, your mind you can't be the same person spiritually, like I mean, like
grow, man.
Yeah, so if no maturity and growth is there, like, and I see you the same person, then I say, hey, why is not be later, you know?
Yeah.
And keep it moving because I say something like this, and I tell it to my circle, people around me all the time. I said, if you cannot tell me something that rise my frequency, that give me goosebumps, that have me thinking, I don't think we should have conversation. I don't think we should be even talking that much.
Yeah, true.
Understand? Because I'm not going to learn anything from you, one. And I feel like I need to be around people where I can learn. Every day I should learn something new. You know what I mean? Yeah, so and then people that don't think. I don't want to be around people that I feel like you're not thinking.
Right.
So I come and say, oh, you'll not be, and you just take that and run with it, and you never question me, and I feel like, you need to think. You know what I mean? You just running with it. You want to know what I say, then validate it and say, okay, all right, just learn something here because you tell me something now. I'm gonna look for it. I'm gonna research and find something out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
everything is there. Everything is there for us to reach out to. All the information is there. I mean, the internet is good for one thing. It's good for everything.
I think personality-wise, you may stay the same, but values, experiences, and knowledge make change and vary.
Perfect. So I'm not saying if novelist was an honest man, he should change into a thief. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm just saying that if I see that novel, you're right, morals and values and haven't changed. I'm saying, or just his mentality haven't changed to on a whole different level, then it's like, oh shit. I'm saying I can't get caught up in it. I end up going backwards and going forward. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yes.
But every man, I would say, personality should be the same. I mean, if you're a kind person, you should be a kind
Yeah,
person. I'm
be
saying if
kind.
you have love
Yeah,
in your heart, you have love in your heart, you should always show the love in your heart. I couldn't
yeah.
want that to change. But then if you're not really, I mean, evolving into something else, like it's
You
like
see, a lot of us, a lot of people, I should say, allow other people to change them.
mm,
You know what I
Yes.
mean? And it's never for the good, because anytime
No,
you make
it's
somebody change you,
not.
it's not for the good. No matter if it's the person trying to make you be a positive person and you're already not a positive person, there's gonna be some thing at the
yeah,
end, right?
It could
yeah,
be
So
some internal conflict
right.
happening.
But
that's
I
why.
do
But
believe
that's
in, evolve self. You know what I mean?
mm,
You work on yourself. You change
of
as a
course.
man. Like whether you have kids or you whatever it is, you change. You don't want to be in that same. You go back to you. I could go back home and this guy's chill on the block just like they were chilling on the block when I was there chilling on the block with them. It's like, and then you will tell you, boy, you don't have nothing. There's a lot.
A lot. There's a lot. Of course,
There's
there's
a
a lot.
lot. There's a
I mean,
lot.
but you don't need to change them, but I would say you need to present it to them, and whether they take it or not, that's up to
That's
them.
it. Yeah, yeah, that's it. Yeah,
You
facts.
always have to, you always have to present. Like, if I
Right,
know something, I want to share it. You understand? Some
right.
people don't want to hear it. Oh, I don't want to hear about them things.
Yeah, 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 yeah. You
Especially
see
when
that?
you go in that black hole called religion. Somebody, oh, I don't want to hear them things.
You see, that's the thing with a lot of us people. We're comfortable. We ask
Yeah.
for change, but when it come, we don't want it because we're comfortable.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And it goes with politics and anything, anything.
So, novelist, it all boils down to the following thing. A lot of us are confined because of things we were either told or because we allowed others to put us in a space of comfort, and or we grew so comfortable in a space that we have become we are confined.
Hmm.
Therefore, we are being defined by the space that we are in. And at the end of the day, that is why, if you listen, that is why I always say every day, do not allow anybody to confine you, because they will be able to define you. And do not be too comfortable in where you at as a person, because sometimes in your comfort, where you comfortable may not be the actual place you need to be.
Yeah.
Truth.
True. True. Facts.
That's true.
So, Mr. Challenger, any last words before we sign off?
Yeah, man. Well, I just want to say, man, I want to say thank you for the opportunity to actually just come in to able to be dissect, I guess. I mean,
It was a
I
great
mean, I
operation,
mean,
successful.
yeah, successful, successful. I mean, like that, the conversation was great, and I mean, it's just a beautiful thing when we can see each other, like like I know, man, I know, I know you for a while, so it's like me and you have worked together, but it's like it's as CEO say, he might have known me individual as an individual, but you know me somewhat, and as an artist, and I mean you, I've kept a little faith and say no challenger. I mean, because
Right.
some people would definitely they see you, but they don't see you. You know what I'm saying
Yeah, yeah.
some people they know you're there and they know you are capable, but it's like they want to give it a little strength. They want to say, you know what, man, yeah, you need this little interview
Right.
there because I'm saying there are people that don't know you.
Yeah,
I
of
mean,
course.
so
Of
so it's,
course.
so it's always love and respect. I mean,
Yeah,
always
man.
love and respect, and I greatly appreciate it. I mean, um,
I just
music wise,
remembered something, but I'll let challengers finish his last words, and then after he gets off air, I will say it, and then I'll say my goodbyes.
so I just want to say that for me it's a lot of things going on. Just because of the COVID stuff, we have to kind of try to see what is what. I mean, but
Right.
music, I'm working on a lot of music. Like I have some one job music, dancehall music. You know what I mean? Like honestly, like me, sometimes I don't know where to go with it because I just go with the flow. Like now, a lot of people are asking for more. dancehall. They are sending more dancehall beats. More dancehall beats are coming my way, so I'm making more dancehall songs.
Right.
But I never forget about the one drop because this is I feel like I can more express myself in the one drop.
Right.
Uh, I have like around 2 albums right with one drop alone. I mean, and some shit would be like a nasty old Bob Marley and a Burning Spear kind of vibes. I mean,
Right.
it's, it's like you will definitely think I just go straight rogue and go Rasta or something. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's good music. I mean, it's good positive music, and
Of
and,
course.
and by the way, I'm not a Rasta, so and I don't have nothing against Rasta because I grew up in Rasta, but I feel like it's a level two things. I mean, I feel like I have
Right.
passed that. You understand? And that's
Right.
not to
No, no. Everybody got their own beliefs. You know.
yes.
I
Yes, I
saw a
feel like
per.
yes, I think I have gone through levels, and that's one level is when in my I would say in my early years, early adolescent days, man,
Mm.
Rasta has been a big thing to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that influenced me a lot. So, but I'm not there no more. I'm like far.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know where I'm at, but I'm just going on. I
Yeah.
reach somewhere where I feel like they're saying because
Yeah.
I have gone to
Being
Lebanon.
free.
Is saying people around me have seen me move to levels. I was once recently I was a couple years ago I was talking about oh we are Hebrews, right?
Right. Right.
We are the chosen people and all this stuff. And then
Hmm.
I just more research and more digging into things and more questions asked. I say how the hell can we be Hebrews? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We not Hebrews, we Africans. You know what I'm saying like are we getting this shit confused? Like
Mm.
you know then I feel like black people are all over the place. I was in that bracket. I got off that bracket, but no, I'm like out there, man. I'm spiritually, I'm out there like crazy. So I just feel like you're gonna hear it in my music. I mean, you're gonna hear it in
Right.
my music as I go. You're gonna say, oh, this guy. Now I understand why he make those kind of music. I
Right.
mean, so
Right.
so there's a lot more music to come out and a lot more collaboration with producers and stuff. And
Hmm.
CEO, I'm open to all producers. I mean, and I also want to do work with artists from Dominica and producers from Dominica as well. I mean, so
Right.
I never want to keep DA out, but I feel like DA is I mean a country with great talent, and I just feel like I mean we limit ourselves too. We
Yeah.
doubt ourselves. There are a lot of
Yeah.
reggae artists in Dominica that can go far. I feel like we can go real far, but it's like
That's true.
we, we don't put the work that's necessary. You understand?
True.
I mean, so reggae is kind of originated from Jamaica, yes, but we have to understand that it's all in our DNA. You know what I mean? Because we are Africans. I mean, it's all in our DNA. We the people sharing the same blood. You understand? We you know what I'm saying we all are cousins. You know what I'm
Right.
saying.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Take
Well,
my word.
Yeah.
we all connected. We
We
all
all
connected.
connected somewhere. I mean, so
Yeah.
so it's like I feel like we separate a lot. We segregate and separate ourselves, and we don't really understand that who we are. We are powerful together, and we separate ourselves so much that we don't understand. When I was in Jamaica, they thought I was Jamaican for a while. They thought they thought I was Jamaican for a while. Even the guy I'm talking about GT Taylor, which is one of the biggest guys on IRA FM big
Right.
producer, promoter, and radio personnel, right?
Mm.
And he been promoting my songs like for months. And he keep on saying, "Oh, Jamaica has to be proud of this guy. Jamaica has to be proud of this artist right there. Artist challenge." And when I finally sit with him and do an interview,
Yeah.
face to face, he said to me, "So which part in Jamaica are you hailing from?"
Yeah.
Well, I'm not hailing from any part of Jamaica. I'm hailing from
Yeah.
Dominican. He couldn't believe it. Like his mouth, jaw drop, everything. I
Yeah.
mean, and he
Yeah.
just tell me he understand where I come from because I'm coming from the New York area, so it's like the diaspora is. I mean, he
Right.
understand that, but they have a motto. Out of many we are one. That's the motto, right? And I
Mm.
just start flipping it back on them, and I said like, yo, you have to understand that we all one people. I mean,
Right.
so it's easy for us to have the same vibe. I mean, we channel the same energy. So DA, back to DA. With that said, back to DA. I feel like we have a lot of talent, reggae talent, that is unnurtured, untouched, just raw, and just it just need direction. I mean,
Facts.
it just need
That
direction,
is
and I
true.
feel like we have. Listen, I did a interview in Ghana, right? I'm on the phone. We did an interview in Ghana, and I said, "Which part of Jamaica are you from?" I say, "I'm from Dominica." He said Dominica. I said, "Yeah, Dominica, not Dominican Republic, but Dominica." He said, "Dominica, Nacio. That's where Nacio from, Dominica." I
Yeah.
said, "Oh
Yeah.
shit." So when he say something like that, I mean, that just give me goosebumps all over. And I say, I know Nasio have been like a big pillar, like
Right.
Dominicans. We in Dominica might not think that he's a strong
No,
pillar
he's
in reggae.
huge.
I mean, he's a big force to be reckoned with. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yep. Yep.
so you can see videos of him like a king in Africa around the
Yeah.
world. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yep.
he doing his thing. I mean, so I feel like there are so much more artists in Dominica that can do that. I mean, so
Yeah.
I just want to make an example. Just be a beam of light in the dark so they can see well. All right. So if he can do it, I can do it too.
Right.
I mean,
For
Yeah.
so
sure.
that is what I have to say. But just look out for the music. It's coming. It's I can't say when, but the singles will come out because of the other producers. But my music personally, like I have in the computer right now,
Right.
I have I'm just waiting for the moment when I feel like they should come out. I mean,
Nice.
All right.
Well, my brother, I hope we could do this again in the future. And you know what I
Like
mean?
you have a bedroom there too.
Whenever, you know what I mean, you have new stuff, whenever you feel free and you wanna, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, just vibe, all you have to do is call me up. You know the vibe already. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
man, yeah,
So
man.
we'll definitely do this again. Big up the family, big up to yourself, my G. And thank you for joining us. It was a pleasure sitting there and actually learning another side of you tonight.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it. I mean, it's a pleasure. I have to say. I mean, I spent how long was that? A couple hours.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We've been
Yeah.
there. Yeah, but
About an hour
it's
and
yeah, it's 8 o'clock now.
Imagine, yeah.
Little after
So
6.
that's about
an hour and 30
that's
minutes.
enjoyable hours. I mean,
Yeah,
Imagine, Mr.
kind of
Challenger.
breaking up.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Mr. Challenger, thank you for coming again, like Novelist said. It was a real pleasure talking to you. I now remember my
You
first
kind of breaking up.
interaction. I think what? Fella, at 1 o'clock in London. Let's make Joycelyn go and sleep, please.
All right, my brother. We'll talk. All right.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us. It was a nice talk. Bye.
Yo,
Yeah.
brother, big up to Mr. Challenger. Awfully, we did. So you guys got a bonus plan tonight on Dissect. Next week, and we have a two-piece combo.
Yes.
We have
Next
two
week.
piece combo. We like
Love
KFC.
So
combos.
I think we'll be sitting here for another 2 hours next week because we have the
Yeah, I
man.
think so.
Again. We're keeping the reggae vibes going. Dominican reggae artists. Big up to the man Challenger for sitting down with us this evening, and of course next week Saturday we'll be talking to the man Emma Moses.
And then we're going to have a Jamaican artist who is a young
Jeez.
who is young. Her name is Nika Francis. So she has some stuff going on. So we're gonna be talking with her again. Thank you for tuning in. Uh, Nika, thank you for joining us.
It's my
Novelist,
pleasure.
as we say, or we just say it, join us during the week.
Join the CEO on TDN Radio during the week from 2 p.m. to 5. And of course, you find me here on TDN Radio on Saturday from 11 a.m. to the hour of 12 p.m. Sorry. And then from that till 3 o'clock, the man DJ Mashup continues right here. Have a blessed week, a solid weekend, and we'll see you guys right here next week, Saturday. Love.
Bye. Love you.